The fundamental change of when a woman decides she's no longer going to be known as who she was, she's no longer going to be emotionally reactive in the ways that she used to be, and she's no longer going to be associated with the elements, the people, the environments that used to house her personality, is one that is made in a very deep season of introspection, right? And when a woman decides that she's going to either call her power back to her or tap into it for the first time in order to be this elevated feminine presence in her own life, where she dictates and creates her own rules, where she begins to administer and delegate a sense of respect and mutual responsibility for others to engage with her, and to also call herself higher and those around her in the next season of her life, called an era, ERA, is a woman that has decided to become her. And becoming her, while it's a cute little hashtag and one that I use heavily nowadays, and it's trendy and it's peer related, it is actually the process and season of when someone has decided to live in alignment with her soul, alignment with her womb, and in alignment with her truth. And when you make that decision to go from the in-between space of growing and going into your next, when you decide that you want to transition from trapped into transformation, and when you decide that guilt about your growth is no longer the insecurity that will house you, and because you decided to be shameless and secure with your femininity, there are certain elements about you that have to also fall in place, right? And so one of the bigger virtues of this dynamic aspect that begins to shift in your life is communication. How you communicate with yourself, how you have conversations with yourself, and if you believe in a higher power or practice any type of spirituality, what that communication looks like with your spiritual principles, right? And why these two are the most important is because when you start to have a dialogue internally and consciously in your awareness about who you are, it will then embed itself in everything that you do, in every way that you move, in every aspect of conversation, verbally and non-verbally, for people to learn how to reject or respect what you project, right? And so while respect is definitely a non-negotiable, you can create elements around you that can repel people who are not in alignment, who are not in agreement with what you're doing and where you're going. I'm saying this to say that sometimes the pain of growth really puts us, especially as women, in a position to feel powerless, because we have been shamed into apologizing for who we are. Some of you are naturally untamed wild women who haven't been given the chance to be liberated into who you are. You haven't been given the chance to see every aspect of your personality, and so you fear being a greater version of you because you've never been introduced to her and you've never had a glimpse of that. Some of us have been in sister circles where we have been abused by other women, and so because they had a thwarted and tainted view about themselves, and your light about who you are, although it was dimmed or although it was hiding, was still always there, they made you feel bad about who you are. And unfortunately, this is the culture of modern day sisterhood, where it seems like the most advantageous thing to do is to sabotage another woman versus support her. There's still a journey that you must go through together in womanhood. It is something that happens when women get together and they can be vulnerable and they can be sacred, and they know that their secrets are secure and they don't have to hide from who they are becoming, because they understand that together the power of the womb and the divine feminine and this feminine energy, you know, all the woo-woo words that we use today, is something that's going to shift and elevate humanity in a higher paradigm, right? And I'm saying all this to say that what I've realized in my own season of growth in the past few years, as I've been doing my shadow work, as I've been growing, as I've been meditating, as I've been shedding, crying, purging, detoxing, isolating, is that sometimes support is necessary. And when you can't find it, sometimes you have to invest in it. And I just wanted to let you know that because it is Women's History Month and I am a womb and feminine wellness strategist and practitioner, that I wanted to offer you a 3-part series, one-on-one session with me called Becoming Her. And Becoming Her is my elevation experience where we do a deep dive, an intuitive deep dive in how to bridge you from where you are into the free and liberated woman that you know you were designed to be, or even if you weren't designed to be, who you want to be, right? Because sometimes you have to curate the life for yourself that you've never had, and you have to do it in this now. And sometimes we don't have a language or we don't have a position in order to create and craft this reimagining of who we are and where we're going, but we do know we need a safe space. Until March 31st, at this pricing anyway of $298, you can do what you need to do with me in a safe way, sis. I am definitely all team sisterhood and woman, and there are a lot of things as it's related to the womb that I have gone through that I would love to partner with you in shedding, so that you don't have to take the long way around what has already been a long journey, a long and arduous journey for you. If this is something that you are wanting to do and wanting to experience, especially as we emerge as a culture of women into something magnanimous, and the feminine is being freed and put first, and God is supporting that and backing that and giving us the authority, the sovereignty, and the autonomy to elevate higher, I want you to hit me up, okay? So if this sounds good to you, I want you to head over to bit.ly, BeHer26, all lowercase, BEHER 26. And let's partner with you to rise higher, right? Because becoming her is not just about becoming or initiating the prayer or the petition or the thoughts. It's about becoming the ritual. It's about becoming the embodiment. It's about becoming the enactment. And I just want to be of some support and assistance to you. And if that sounds good, I look forward to our tenure together. My name is Sekhmet L, the Soul Conscious Coach and Reimagined Strategist. And I cannot wait to see who it is you are fashioned to become. I appreciate you and your time, and I know that you are worth the investment of you. I'll see you soon.